Hello everyone, it's Jonathan here, founder of Driving Academy, and today I'm holding the sword of truth thanks to your buddy and my buddy Phil, the camera guy. He actually brought this in today, so I said, hey, why not use this in the shot itself? So, what is the truth we're going to be talking about today? The truth that we're going to be talking about is going to be called following distance. Now, many people have to understand the proper following distance if they want to be a safe driver, whether they're driving a tractor trailer or a car itself, right? So if you think about any kind of accident that's ever happened before, it's usually been the case of improper following distance. Because if you have the right following distance, that means that you have enough time to stop no matter what's going to be happening. So, that being said, one thing I want to make sure you guys understand is here at Driving Academy, we help people every single day, just like you, get themselves a CDL license. And one of the efforts that we have of helping people get a CDL license means that we have to get you from your car driving mindset to now your new truck driver mindset, right? And if you don't listen, this is what you're going to get. But if you're a good student like most of our students, then you'll never see this thing and you'll never have to worry. By that being said, it takes a tractor trailer for most people who don't really understand. It takes a tractor trailer about 300 feet to stop, or a football field. So these things do take a whole lot of time to stop, which means that you have to have the proper following distance if you're driving the tractor trailer itself. So now the next question is, well, John, first, how do I calculate following distance? And second, how do I know how much following distance there is? So let me kind of give you an example. This is going to be our tractor. So this is our tractor trailer that we're talking about. This sword right here, we're going to act as if it's a telephone pole on the street someplace. So once a car passes this telephone pole, then you're going to start counting in seconds. So 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi. However long it takes your tractor trailer to get to that telephone pole is how long your following distance is, right? So that's how you calculate following distance. Now let's talk about how much distance that you're actually going to need. So that being said, here is the secret formula to following distance. So the way this works is, and this is also going to be a test question on your general knowledge exam when it comes to your permit training, so you definitely want to listen up here. So 1 second of following distance for every 10 feet of your vehicle, right? And we also have this, you're going to add 1 second if you're going faster than 40 miles an hour. So let's talk about this. So, for instance, this is broken down into 2 separate steps. You're going to have to talk about how big your vehicle is and then how fast your vehicle is going. So, if we were to do some calculations, say that this vehicle itself was 50 feet long and it was going 30 miles an hour. How many seconds of following distance should you need? So, if we're looking at this formula here, that means we're going to have 50 feet of your vehicle. So for every 10 feet, there's going to be 1 second, so that's going to equal 5 seconds. Whoop. 5 seconds. And we are going 35 miles an hour, which, if we're going faster than 40, then we have to add a second, but if we're going slower than 40, we're going to add nothing. So that means the total following distance in this equation, if you have a 50-foot vehicle, and you're going 35 miles an hour, your total following distance should be 5 seconds. So when it comes to that telephone pole action again, it's going to take 5 seconds to get to that telephone pole. Alright? So, let's see how good you are at this problem here. Let's say we have a 100-foot vehicle going at, let's say, 80 miles per hour. How many seconds of following distance do you need? Phil, cue up some Jeopardy music. Alright, so the correct answer is going to be 11 seconds. Now, let's see how we found this out. So, if for every 10 feet of the vehicle you need 1 second, so this would be 10 seconds here. Now, if we're going faster than 40 miles an hour, you're going to add 1 plus 1. So 10 plus 1 second equals your 11. Now I know what you're thinking. You're going to say, hey, John, yeah, that's true, but you're going double as fast. That means you should add 2 seconds over here. Well, that is incorrect. Now, when it comes to the test, of course, no one's going to ask you this question. This is just an extreme, right? And a tractor trailer should definitely not be going 80 miles an hour. If it does, it has a very fast place to go to, and you should be like maybe under some surveillance, or some cops should be able to stop you from going that fast. But just off talking about the formula, it's just that simple. If you're going faster than 40 miles an hour, whether it's 41, whether it's 80, whether it's 100 miles an hour, you're only going to add 1 second to the total following distance. So, one more thing that we're going to ask you about is going to be this simple one here. So you're going to have a 80-foot vehicle going 41 miles per hour. What's going to be your following distance? Alright, the music's up. Time to give you the answer. If you don't know the answer, it's going to be 9 seconds. Why? Again, one more time. 8 seconds here because we've got 80 feet. So 10 seconds, for every 10 feet you're going to have 1 second. And we're going faster than 40, so we're going to add 1 plus 1 second. 1 plus 8 equals, drum roll, 9. So, I hope you now understand how much distance you're going to need. Now, think about it. This is more of a realistic kind of thing. So 9 seconds. 9 seconds is actually a pretty big distance. So just think about how long it's going to take you to count 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, all the way to 9. How much distance will you actually travel in that time if you're going 41 miles an hour or 50 miles an hour? You're going to travel a whole lot. So that being said, make sure you keep a good eye for your following distance, because that is going to be the main reason that's going to prevent you from any kind of accident that's happening. Because if you keep the proper following distance, that means no matter what happens in front of you, you always have enough time to stop. We'll finish off the video with this. How long does it actually take a tractor trailer to stop? Well, if you think about it, total stopping distance is broken down into 3 different parts. First part is going to be your perception distance. Second part is going to be your reaction distance. And the third part is going to be the actual braking distance. So that being said, say we're driving this truck down the road, and all of a sudden we see something on the road, a deer or something like that. So the first thing that we have to do is our eyes have to tell our brain, hey, we should probably stop. That's going to take some time for it to happen, which means we're also going to be moving forward. Second step is going to be that reaction distance, which is our brain telling our feet, hey, put your foot on the brakes, and then we can stop. Right? So now we're just, again, that's going to take some time, which means we're all also losing time. And the third and final part is going to be the actual braking distance. So that means that the time it takes from the time you put your foot on the brakes to the time this truck actually stops cold. So like I said in the beginning of this video, it takes about 300 feet for you to stop. That's when you press your foot on the brake. So you definitely want to make sure you're keeping the proper following distance, because if you do, you can stop and no one's going to get hurt. Because at the end of the day, you're here to get you on your road to freedom. And that's our main goal, to help 1 million people get on the road to freedom. And what's more free than driving where you want to go and making more money while you're doing it? But it's only going to work if you're doing this long term. No one gets rich over a year. No one gets rich overnight. So the people who actually are the safest on the road are the people who are going to be working this thing the longest, which means you're going to be making the most amount of money. And that's what we want for you. We're here to help you out with free lifetime job placement. We have training packages that can range in any type of things, and this is the type of things that you'll be learning once you sign up with us here at Driving Academy. We're one of the few schools in the country that actually offer a guaranteed training course, which means that we can actually guarantee that we get you the license that you're after. If you want some more information on that, give us a call, 908-525-3609. We're here to help you out any which way that we can. Alright, so I hope that we learned something today, and I hope that this sword of truth actually bring some truth into your life and have some fun. So, Jonathan here from Driving Academy. If you're interested and you want to know more information about getting yourself a CDL license, give us a call, 908-525-3609, or go to our website at cdldrivingacademy.com. Again, that's cdldrivingacademy.com, and hopefully you'll get to see this sort of truth yourself. Thanks, and have a great day.